Ooh, we got a little bit of boxing action going in today in this Terraformars. We get to see one of the other Terraformar members that we get to see Keiji, and this is showcasing his entire story and his fight that he had with one of the Terraformars. Now, we all knew from the start of this episode that this wasn't going to top Adolf's backstory, the tragedy, but I've got to say, the anime did make me feel a little bit more sad for Keiji, what he went through and stuff like that, than what the manga did. I mean, I remember going through the manga, I was like, it's just Keiji, who cares, just boxer, like that. Showing that, he was a boxer back in the day and all that, he was on some Hajime Makino Uchi style like that, it was like, going in like that, and you see that he was actually winning those fight money and also that to take care of his mother, but he only gets to saw her like once a week, and due to the fact that he actually had his eyesight was going, he had to quit being a boxer. He was like a world champions at one point, and as another thing is like, which I'm guessing that his mother died from the Terraformer virus and stuff like that. I'm guessing that she passed away because of this like situation. The same thing that happened to a few other characters as well, so yeah, you do feel very bad for him that, he had to quit boxing. That was his passion. He lost his mother on the island as well. He losing his eyesight. He pretty much lost anything, and he couldn't even see the islands where, pretty much she was there and where she was buried and stuff like that. And I did like that, he paid respects to her, and even still, Michelle from like UNASA even made him an offer after all this and saying, we need you to fight. But the problem was that his mother was the only reason for him to fight, and we see from this episode, he finally got up a new reason, and that was like the friends that he built. But I've got to say, like, most people go for like real strong DNA surgeries and stuff like that. They go for like increased arm strength or something like that, defense, speed. Do you know what Keiji went with? Eyesight. He wanted the perfect eyesight. He wanted some godlike eyesight, and he went with this special kind of like shrimp that actually, it has pretty strong physical as well. It's able to like break shells and shit like that as a tiny thing. I think it's like, even as a small little crack, it actually has like the ability to actually smash up shells. And it was like some point of like a gun or some point, like it was like a 20 caliber or something like that, and it was actually pretty strong with good eyesight and good strength as well. And then he was going against one of the Terraformer, like it was just like this big metal one that was like, yeah, so strong that it can't open its wings and shit like that, and it was going out, and it was like fine, it was a nice little bit of fighting. But the only issue was is that we've only got 2 more episodes left, and this is like, potentially we're just now getting thrown in some of the characters and all that. You give us in the last 2 episodes a reason why we should care for that. And this is the issue with Terraformars in general. This is not the anime's fault, but there are so many characters that they throw at you that it's just so hard once to, give them all character now. I mean, only a couple episodes ago, we just had Adolf's backstory, and like, we already had like a little bit of Michelle's, Akari, Shokuchi hasn't even been explored unless you have to actually watch the OVAs. Like, it's kind of even crazy to even think about that, but other than that, it was an okay episode. Like, it had some cool moments to it, but it wasn't as like impactful as what Adolf was. This was like a step down from that amazingness that we had, and I even had to admit, I didn't like some of that stuff that was going on with the Adolf stuff because it was very fast paced and it was going for a lot of content. This was like, yeah, like the first 12 minutes felt very slow. I remember saying, yeah, damn, this is, pretty slow episodes. It's just going to be showed all of his backstory or something like that, in this one. And they did, they showed all that in the first 12 minutes, the rest of him fighting, him getting fucked up a bit. But it's like, in the end of the day, it's like, we've got 2 more episodes and, we're only just now learning about these characters. It's like, honestly, we should have been in the 20s and just started learning about this. I mean, it's not the greatest adaptation. It's sad to admit. It's like they're going through stuff way too fast. But this was like one of the parts in the series where I was like, damn, it's actually pretty slow. Like, what the hell's going on? Or maybe it was just the content in general, I'm guessing. But on that, I'm going to give this one like a 5.5 to a 6. It was a good episode, animation, all that was clean and fluid and all that, but I wasn't feeling like that excited and stuff like that. And that's the thing, I love a bit of boxing, I love a bit of Hajime no Ippo, but it's like a Tashi no Joe, stuff like that, action, but it's like, yeah, it just wasn't there for me. It really didn't do it this week for me, mainly just because of that, actually. It's like, maybe just because we had that crazy adult stuff for it, but yeah. That's pretty much my opinion on the matter, but let me know what you think in the comment section down below. What do you think about this Terraformars episode? But that's all for me, so thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.